Right, how's everyone doing? Good, I hope. This is part 2 of every version of Doom that we can play on my Atari VCS. And this is the 32X version of Doom. And as you can see, it runs in a small box. The music is terrible. The frame rate isn't the best. And, you know, it's the only version of Doom that I have to use a keyboard. Even though we mapped out the controls and I saved them, we still have to use the keyboard, which is not that bad, you know. But Doom on the 32X is like the graphics are good, but everything else is just not that great. Now, I realise that Doom on the 32X runs better than this because this is an emulated version of the game, but it's not that much slower than the actual 32X version, you know. And it came out in 1994, Christmas time, and Sega just rushed this out to get it ready for Christmas, like, you know. So I don't know, like, you know, just terrible, you know. It is, it really is. And like, it's missing the third episode of Doom, you know. So there's a whole lot of levels missing. So like for a full price game, I mean, it's, you know, it's not worth it because you're not getting the full game. It's just, man. Well, it's better playing Doom on the Atari VCS than an actual 32X because it looks a lot better. The image is a lot clearer, and you know, you're not spending all day hooking up the 32X, which takes a long time, and there's wires everywhere, and you know, it's just, you know, it's just not great, you know, the 32X, you know. And I remember getting my 32X and Doom from Cash Converters, which was a second-hand shop, you know. You were brought in stuff like tapes or records or other games, and they take the price off the 32X. But you know, on that particular day, the guy only gave me something like a tenner off the price, you know. So I paid 110 quid. About 120, but he took a tenner off, and he sold me the 32X and Doom for 110 quid, and I took it home, and it took me all day to figure out how to connect it up to my Sega Mega Drive, and for the longest time I was getting audio but no picture, so I didn't know what the hell was going on, you know. But it turns out I had to get a patch cable for my 32X to my Sega Mega Drive, and it didn't. The patch cable wasn't included with the other wires. I had everything else, and on top of that, the Sega 32X needed its own power supply, which I had. I had the power supply and I had an RF lead. So the only thing that was missing was the patch cable. So I went back down to Cash Converters and it says, do you have the patch cable? It's missing, because here's my receipt. And they said, sorry, we don't have that cable. Your best bet is to go into town and find it in there, like HMV or Virgin Megastar. So I did. I had to get the bus into town. Went into HMV first of all, and I was asking them, do you have the patch cable for the Sega 32X? He says, yeah, but you have to buy it with the system. You can't buy it separately. I says, are you serious? He says, yeah, well, I say later on down the road Sega will release it separately, but for right now, if you want a patch cable, you have to buy the system. So I says, alright, no thanks, we'll try Virgin Megastar. So I went to the Virgin Megastar and I asked him, do you have the patch cable for the Sega 32X? But same story. He says, no, not separately. If you wanted, you had to buy the system. Okay, thanks very much. No thanks. You know what I mean? So this is crazy. I searched all down to find this patch cable. So I went into Apollo, which was a second-hand shop on Moore Street. A great shop which is gone now, unfortunately. Went in there and we asked him, do you have a patch cable for the Sega 32X? Now he had no idea what the hell I was talking about, but I knew what it looked like from the pictures in Sega Saturn magazine, Sega magazine, and I pointed it out to him and said, oh, here you go, how much for the cable? He said 15 quid. Luckily I had enough, so I got the cable, went home, but finally was able to play Doom on the 32X, and boy was I disappointed. I mean, yeah, the graphics were great, it ran good, but the music really tore me off, you know. And but at least on the Atari VCS, playing Doom on the 32X is better. It's a lot better, you know. And so with Doom, you really need the 6-button Sega controller to have enough buttons. But all you had was the 3-button controller. So like, I wasn't gonna. After all that, I said to myself, no, it's not worth it to get a 6-button controller just to play Doom, like, you know. So, you know, because it was more of an inconvenience than that as Doom on the 32X, and I was disappointed, wasn't happy, and we started playing the Super Nintendo version, which I had more fun playing because one, I got the whole game. Two, I had a controller that had enough buttons, and I didn't have to get a patch cable for it. So, and it took literally 15 to half an hour to connect it up to my Sega Mega Drive, and I didn't feel like disconnecting and reconnecting it again. But I had to because there was wars everywhere and people would have tripped up and killed themselves, you know. So anyway, so the music is so bad, and yeah, the frame rate is slower here than an actual 32X, but it's not that much slower, you know. And it's much easier playing Doom for the 32X with a keyboard, I find, because all the keys are right there beside each other. So yeah, just a massive disappointment, and I just had more fun playing the Super Nintendo version. I didn't feel like I was getting ripped off or anything like that, but with this I felt like I was, you know. The Sega just put this out without finishing the game and without explaining in detail how to play the game, you know. I don't know. It was just Doom for the 32X on the Atari VCS, you know. I mean, like if Sega just had completed the game, that would have been enough in my opinion. But the fact that they didn't, you know, and they still sold it for full price, 50 quid at the time, it's just unforgivable, you know. Because you're missing the entire third episode, which means no BFG, you know, and which means no Sport and Mastermind, I believe, or was the Super Demon the main bad guy, you know? I don't remember, you know. But all that is missing, and you have shitty audio, and it's just not that good. So anyway, that's Doom for the 32X, you know. Disappointing, you know. So anyway, right. So now we're going to show the Atari Jaguar version, which is way better than this, than the 32X version of Doom, you know. So anyway, and for whatever reason, even though I mapped out the controls, it wouldn't let me use the controller, so I don't know. Yeah, so the Atari Jaguar version, which is a lot better, but it doesn't have any music. That's the only thing with the Jaguar version. Uh, right, so go to this one. Yeah, this site has loads of Jaguar games. So I'll go to Doom. Now the frame rate might be a bit on the slow side, but like I said, it's not much slower than the actual Jaguar version, you know. But with the Jaguar version, you have all the levels, all the monsters, and the enemies are, they're fully animated, which means you can see them from the front, from the side, from behind. Whereas in the 32X version, they're always facing towards you, so the enemies can't fight each other, you know. But so Doom on the Jaguar came out 1994, and so here we are, and it's a lot better than the 32X version. The frame rate is higher, everything looks better, and like I said, the only thing that's missing is the music. But you could stick on a bit of Slayer or Metallica or something, and you're at home, And it was pretty much the same price as the 32X version, 45 to 50 quid. But I knew that I was getting the whole game, Well, from what other people told me at the time that had the game before I did, but it just runs better, controls better. Like I said, the only thing missing is the music. I don't know why they couldn't put the music in the game, which is weird. Yeah. Yeah. So Atari didn't rush this one, like Sega did. Well, it came out around, I forget exactly when it came out, but I know it was before Christmas time. And you can hear the sound effects are better. Everything's better, than the 32X version. So, yeah, so that's doing on the 32 on the Atari Jaguar. It's pretty good. Yeah, but it's awesome being able to play every version of Doom on the Jaguar, so you can see which one is better or whatever, But yeah, the Jaguar version is definitely better than the 32X version. Yeah, now Doom on the 32X was actually based on the original version of Doom, whereas I believe the Jaguar version was based on Ultimate Doom, I believe. That's why certain textures look different, and the enemies actually. See, here's the confusing thing, In Ultimate Doom, the enemies come for you, I mean. They don't wait for you to make the first move. And as soon as they hear you, they come for you. As with the programming, That's now you see that wall there. With Ultimate Doom on the PC, there's a switch in the first room back there that opens that wall up, and the enemies can see it. So, certain things they changed from Ultimate Doom, certain things they left. Maybe because of console limitations, or maybe they just didn't want to put in the work, But even with the way it is, the Jaguar version turned out pretty good, So yeah, so I just want to make a quick video about that. This is part 2 of Doom, different versions of Doom on the Atari VCS. So take care and bye bye.